To the Vale it is then.
I'm doing what Jay told me to do. And I'm streaming the Final Fantasy DLC. Cause Jay won't do it, I gotta do it. And both my controllers had drift, so I feel like playing.
The garrison may have kept the rights
You
but
know,
who was it that kept these cobbles swept? Me?
ball out.
That armor looks positively stifling. Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for a late.
You so. Will your friends be joining in?
We're not here for your services.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same. Oh. Oh. Sorry.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically?
A location. North of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent, and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Hey,
What if
what
she
Craig
realizes
you
the
talking
value of
about? You
information
talking
she's
about
party to?
General Craig or
And the
Craig
danger
from
ahead, sir.
Rivals?
Haven't seen any of those beastly...
So, cause Craig had two different personalities. That's the fucking bug of a Rivals. Now you talking about me? You just talking about me now. And I'm the general. That's that's my persona.
Well, the tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
I know that. I'm just being a dumbass. Because that's my persona. That might be my stand, my second stand.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that
You
belongs
know,
to.
uh,
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was a people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe...
Vanished. Despite the best efforts of both, though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faith.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The surge. Only that it's been there a long...
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to
rescue him. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly, and ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against someone just like you. So what do you say?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest, but he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
Yeah, Lord. You meant the word
As do
shit.
we all.
Bastard.
Very well.
You're my
Far-fetched
account
though your tale may
and
seem,
crying my Hulk right now.
something tells me you speak in earnest.
Like a
So we will do what
1,000
we can for your
something.
dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you.
Yes,
Take
you
a
would.
trip across
Don't
the
do
bay.
that.
My people
My
await
bad, I'm
you
being
there.
dummy.
Lead the way.
Yes, I don't. Change it and fucking cut to Marvel Rivals. They're gonna be like, what the fuck happened? Oh, lost it. Yasin, you little bitty.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day. And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb. You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid's is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me. I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
But it's in for a long wait.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
One wonders what prompted it.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors.
Then we are honored to be the...
This is quite extraordinary.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account. But perhaps you'd... That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of... We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Oh, do you think he may?
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
This man, Walius, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
baby.
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry?
Walius was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I'd have you accept this symbol of our people.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Things are as pale as gold.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
The quickest route to the Surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
There.
sail the sea.
It's not far now.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Might I inquire about the Ray of Light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Walius by his people.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon, it is my duty both as village elder and...
But surely no one blames you for what happened.
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone. and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering you will soon witness with your... The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No, it's not.
There. Up ahead. Down in the center. Follow me.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean...
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight. Hush now. It's going to be all right. think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong. He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Leviathan!
No, just an eggy. But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Oh, look. It has friends.
I'll be fine now.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious...
It's not that simple. I wish it were. There's more to this tale.
I see.
sorry, Walyas. I will make this right.
Bag fumbler. Fucking seller.
So, part of Leviathan
Yeah,
is inside
I
you now,
understand.
is it? Does it hurt?
No.
Good. Because I still... If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
I got cheats.
Room is your warhammer.
Sid!
Believes our
You asked. I wonder if
With what exact?
on. He's a.
Please, I know it's...
Which flower?
This... Were you...
Two.
No sign of the child.
Pavard. Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavard. Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
come out.
course not.
I hope not. Aye, that is.
This must be the path.
They're not here either. It's you!
You must be Rook.
You know my name. Can you look?
You left without telling him where you were going.
But I went to look.
Well, mate.
Alright, and on the way.
It's a pity nothing but the foundations were left
Mhm.
standing. The whole storehouse.
Thanks for... Anyway, I will have to charge you.
May it serve you well. Well, if you're sure you need it. May it serve you well. Here you are. Well, if you're sure you need it.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. Armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it, that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the Dome of Light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.
The sign of the child.
You don't think he's...
I can't go on like this.
I'd be happy to.
your ceaseless rill, guide thy bounty.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
I spoke with word.
Bastard things. Oh, I never should have let him go alone.
Hail, stranger!
Before, we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then. If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark. I did.
Sign of the child.
You don't think he's... My lord, may I speak with... matter with which I would beg.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so.
Something serious then. With a dumb.
Thank you.
Yamila, this...
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be.
Hang on! I'm coming!
Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
You should never have found this place. How could I be so
Bastard things.
Oh, I never should have let him go.
I can try.
Of course. You know...
Shoot.
Right, if...
So you're...
Is there a two...
All right. One camp by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Hail, stranger.
And once everyone left me...
What you talking about?
all think this easy?
This is the mineral Pavar was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell. is the... But no sign
I
of
need
Baseth.
Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 to drop before I die of starvation.
To the riverbank, then.
I'm hungry. Hungry. Eat it. Hey, top 3 things you want to happen in that game.
Here.
Part 3.
I'm looking...
Aye, what do you want with the...
apparently he's...
Well, that is a worry.
You're a hunter, yes? You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
There's a bridge further down the path.
Don't worry, I'll do the
Slipford
honors.
got washed away a few moons back. Our
Said, don't
carpenter
worry, I
only
will
recently
do
had
the
temporary
honors.
welded. But if I remember rightly...
Maybe...
So that's your top 3?
It's worth a look, certainly. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'll keep an eye out too. Perhaps he just got delayed or something.
Let's hope so.
Yours won't be fronting.
This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Top 3 requires Vincent has to be playable. The game is a fucking bust. It's literally a bust if this nigga's not playable. Yeah, that was definitely 2. Like, I'm fiending for it. I need her to do that.
Stay away, damn you!
My third one is probably on Zach.
This won't be easy.
They have a lot of like play from this. Play shit. I want to see like interactions with Zach. Like, you see he's some shit like that. I think that's her name. Something. The one Turk girl that like fine short. Yeah. I did not know that. Shit, he slams the door. Ah,
Thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nassef.
I am? But how do you know that?
Your friend Katav asked me to look for you when you didn't return.
I was so focused on attuning the cairn, I didn't see those
right that whole
How
movie
exactly do
is
they work?
niggas saying,
Oh, that there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour going. Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen.
And an important job it is. But you're...
Yeah, no arguments there. The truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs
niggas,
like...
niggas just did not stop doing that the whole movie.
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
I want them to further improve relationships and the
When
fucking
you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see.
If you insist.
further improve relationships in part 3. I said further improve the relationships in part 3. Right.
I thought I'd lost you.
I need Vincent to make a blood pact with me and let me turn into a werewolf. Vampire
Nassef
monster.
told me everything. If you had...
Oh,
Or that fuck.
it...
Your...
With our people...
They would.
Anyway...
That nigga better have like a hand cannon.
Hail, stranger.
I feel like that. Don't he got a hand cannon? Yeah, I better be able to
He'll be
like
in the storehouse on the other
bust
side
that
of the brook.
motherfucker.
Tell him Manda sent you.
He should be like a combination of Barrett and Cloud.
Bastard things.
No, Barrett and Doggo Reddick.
You one of the outsiders then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am.
She's asked to see my child.
Yo. Damn, there need to be Dante from Devil May Cry. Like a swaggy goofball. One Sonic character, bruh. I mean, Sonic was looking down at this one nigga like,
Wouldn't want to keep Manda's father
like
waiting.
nigga, not him. I just don't remember who it was. The green nigga, yeah.
And now might I help the garrison?
So why Sonic do her like that? Oh, he do. He was Aura Farm. That nigga was. He was just Aura Farming. Why? When did Sonic have war?
Those things didn't fight like men.
So when did Sonic have war? You was moving different after the shadow work. Yeah. I didn't realize how slow Shadow is.
Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
I said I didn't realize how slow Shadow was. Like I don't know if I'm boosting, but I'm pretty sure Metal Sonic is faster than Shadow. Yeah. My bad. What was you talking about? Oh yeah, I was seeing Metal Sonic might be faster than Shadow. Yeah. What?
And once
I'm
every
gonna ask you a question and answer your question. Is a black person white? The answer is no. No, I do not. There's nothing I can't find in my house that's not in the wild. They ain't going. Nice. Unless a bad bitch named Ever comes and pick me up, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't getting
There's a large gate up ahead.
bad per se.
Beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins. The temple, or the
An
Heir of
adventurous
Powers, as my
girl
people call
can
it,
make
can only be
make
reached
me
by
get out
passing through them.
my comfort, my shell. But Arif will do it. Oh yeah, I was seeing Metal Sonic. He faster than fucking Shadow.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume?
Noticed her, have you?
Pretty sure the man keep one on him.
The temple is up there.
Don't worry.
At the end of Sonic Heroes, this nigga turns into a big ass kaiju. Alright. Hey, will y'all ever get married? What if she bow down? He or she bow down. Your significant other bow down. Set up for failure. Set up to be a broke nigga. That is a setup to be a broke nigga.
Are these the ruins?
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
And like, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for everything. And like, be like, you gotta put a ring on it. I'm not doing it. Be like, you're paying for both. You gonna pay for both. And the wedding. And the house. That's exactly wrong. She gonna bow down to a king. Until I get up and do it again. Make sure this shit's seen.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no.
I see.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, how many ever she puts in me, I guess. Fucking. But that has none. I ain't gonna care. Unless I'm like, unless she is, no, unless me, unless I'm wealthy to the point where like I can like be a part of my kid's life, like while having to working like constantly. Basically, if I have like a remote job, I'm highly paid, right? Now I don't envision never having a damn kid. It depends how much she puts in me. I don't even want kids, to be honest. It's like once that kids come to the world, that is all. That is your life now. Yeah. No.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
Away
I
to the
don't
top.
even know what that is.
And whatever it is.
Ultimate Marvel, what is that? No. Uh-oh. Oh,
There,
that one
the
outfit.
temple
That
that
fucking
time
name.
forgot.
So what about him?
And the Varys inside.
Yes, you can see the spell's path from the nave.
So she's a fucking faker.
What is it?
I don't know.
Green
It's
Goblin
probably
Harry.
nothing.
Forgive me, but why build the Vare here?
The spell was originally meant to be cast on Drake's Eye, and this was the only place with an unbroken
The
line of sight.
hell.
The Tonberries like to think these ruins are their own.
And they look none too pleased to see us.
Even Eller. AI. Let's be fast. As Spider-Man is happy. If he is happy.
While our numbers dwindle, theirs seem only to increase, as if they were feeding off our suffering.
That's good. Metcalf. Money.
Could this be their leader?
You're more than welcome to ask.
Why is Reed Richards the maker? I was gonna say the kid version. Making plays.
worse, I suppose.
Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything, it's that there's always something worse.
Enough of you, are there?
Waken wind!
Yeah, they weird.
inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here that worries me.
There I was thinking they'd all migrated south.
The weaker ones did.
The weaker ones. Did you hear that, Sid? like the surge.
Another of my ancestors' sins. Shall we?